From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. As storms wreak havoc in California and cause trouble in the Northeast, a large bubble of warm air will build over the south-central part of the U.S. this week, with room to expand. The result has the potential to be one of the warmest Christmases on record, including the day before and after for some locations. As the jet stream bulges north over the middle of the country, temperatures will trend substantially upward, a significant shift from just a week or two ago, when a weakening polar vortex directed massive amounts of cold air southward from Canada. AccuWeather meteorologist Alyssa Glenny said close to 24 states, from parts of the Rockies to portions of the Appalachians northward through much of the plains and parts of the Midwest, are forecast to experience temperatures that are anywhere between 15 and 30 degrees above the historical average by Christmas Day. At this level, the warmth will be comparable to late April or early May. Christmas Day is likely to bring the highest number of tied or broken records of the entire week. Glenny pointed out that a number of locations in the middle to south-central region of the nation will have nights so warm they may challenge record-high minimum temperatures. The dates of the records vary from location to location, but some date back to the mid-1900s and beyond, meaning that this could be the warmest Christmas in a lifetime for some people. The warmth is forecast to expand to the east later in the week, causing the extreme positive temperature departures to extend to the southern coast. As a precursor, and perhaps a limiting factor to the warmth, will be the risk of stubborn low clouds and fog from the Gulf Coast to the Ohio Valley, Appalachians, and Atlantic coast. The same pattern that brings warm air into the region will also transport moisture north and east from the Gulf. Where the low clouds fail to break, temperatures may be held back 10 to 20 degrees. Los Angeles residents saw a spike in serious health problems after the January wildfires, including lung and heart emergencies. That's according to a new study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology. Researchers analyzed emergency department encounters at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, the largest adult acute care hospital in Los Angeles County, focusing on patients from nearly 40 zip codes, either directly affected by the fires or adjacent to burn areas. The hospital is about 20 miles from where the Eaton and Palisades fires sparked. The study compared emergency visits during the 90 days after January 7th with the same periods from 2018 through 2024. During that post-fire window, average concentrations of fine particulate matter, known as PM2.5, increased sharply, a key factor linked to wildfire-related health effects. Overall, emergency department volume did not change significantly, but the researchers found sharp increases in several serious conditions. Emergency visits for acute pulmonary illness rose 24% compared to prior years. Encounters for acute myocardial infarction, commonly known as heart attacks, increased by 46%. The most dramatic increase involved systemic illness identified through abnormal blood chemistry results. Emergency encounters coded for chemistry laboratory abnormalities rose by 218% during the 3 months following the fire. Now, these laboratory abnormalities often appeared with patients who had symptoms including chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, abdominal pain, fainting, heart rhythm disorders, hypertension, sepsis, and lower respiratory illness. Study authors said this pattern suggests that wildfire smoke exposure may affect multiple organ systems, not just the lungs. Unlike previous wildfire research, which has focused largely on respiratory impacts, the study points to broader effects, particularly after fires that burn in wildland-urban interface areas. Now, wildland-urban interface fires burn a mix of vegetation and human-made materials, producing smoke that contains a more complex mixture of chemicals and toxic metals than smoke from wildland-only fires. Prior research has shown these pollutants can affect immune function and cardiovascular health. As wildfires continue to grow more frequent and intense, The study adds to mounting evidence that smoke exposure poses risks well beyond the burn zone. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.